Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for K-On! Episode 3. We're only 3 episodes. I'm only 2 episodes in, and I'm already in love with this show. It's freaking awesome. Last time Yui got her guitar. That was the main thing that happened in the episode. All of the girls went and they did some jobs to try and get some money, and all of that was really unnecessary because she was able to get it anyway thanks to Mugi having connections. Nice. Other than that, there was just oozing with depth of moe cute characterization, and it was just a sort of a tour de force of awesome cuteness. I can't wait to get more. Before we get into anything else, I want to do a comment spotlight because there are a whole lot of comments on the last 2 K-On! Videos, especially on video 1, like a lot of comments, and a whole bunch of them were saying similar things. So I've gone through and I've grabbed what I think is a pretty good spread, but this is going to be a long comment spotlight because there are a lot of things to talk about. So I'll put a timestamp in the description so that you can just skip this if you want to. But if you want to stick around for the comment spotlight, we're going to have a comment spotlight. And there are 8 comments that I want to go through. The first one is from Poem Junkie, who has been in a few previous comment spotlights. Good stuff, Poem Junkie. To be honest, the first time I watched K-On!, my first thought was, this animation quality is too damn high for the kind of show that this is. KyoAni is top-notch as usual, but for what's basically a fluffy slice of life, they go above and beyond with really little details like the lighting and character expression and movement and direction that makes this anime really special. Yes, agree, 100%, I'm with ya. But at the same time, I don't think that... I think it's kind of making a statement that cute slice of life stuff can be gorgeous, you know? It doesn't have to be just moving manga, barely moving manga stuff. And as far as I know, K-On! Is an adaptation of a 4-koma manga. So they really went way, way above and beyond. And by doing so, they sort of proved that they could. Why make this cute and fluffy slice of life show gorgeous, absolutely stunning? Because they can. Why not? It makes for an amazing product and an amazing thing that's stuck in a lot of people's memories and is dear to a lot of people's hearts. And I'd say that there's value in that. So good on them. Next is from Jin Liu. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Oh, whoa, is this the only K-On! Reaction I've ever found? Yes. Yes, it is. I actually didn't know going into this that K-On! Is something that, nobody has reacted to, but apparently, nobody has reacted to it because there were about a dozen comments of people saying, I've never seen a K-On! Reaction before. Yay! So, I guess I've cornered the market. Mwahaha. You're stuck with me. Just call it the KyoAni slot then. Good idea, you're a genius. It is now the KyoAni slot, because we're going to be watching a bunch of KyoAni shows in this slot, so perfect. From Iwashi-san, OMG the nostalgia. Watched this way back when it first aired, and it was the defining show back then. Oh yeah, and Tsumugi with the fries, she mentioned that it was her first time at a fast food restaurant and she probably didn't know how to eat and was copying Ritsu, hence the smile at being able to share the experience with them. Now that just warms my cold dead heart, because it's so cute that, Mugi doesn't get it, but she still wants to be part of the thing and to just have this experience of going to the fast food restaurant and being asked if she wants fries with that and being able to say yes. And she doesn't care about the fries. She may not even know what fries are. She just dumps them on Ritsu's plate because Ritsu did that. It's fantastic. And Ritsu just takes it in stride, doesn't even blink when she dumps all the fries on her tray instead of her own. I just bumped the mic. Editing me, please make sure that I don't blow my viewers' eardrums off. Thanks, editing me. You're the best. Don't hurt me. Okay. Next, Frodo, the Wizard of the Force. Interesting name. I would attribute the fact that there is no tonal dissonance to the almost realistic feeling character animation, which focuses so much on showing the parts of human interaction and parts of day-to-day moments that are so true to life. Like you mentioned, it feels as if we are in the room and as if we already know the characters personally as friends, which is probably why you got that Ritsu was being overdramatic so quickly, because you get to know them so quickly. This is something that Naoko Yamada always lays a heavy focus on, and her perfect handling of color and lighting also sure helps. That's an interesting thought, that the characters don't, as stylized and fluffy moe marshmallow blobs as they don't look out of place in any of their environments, partly because the color palette is so, like, it's slightly tinged toward the cutesy, and partly because they are so detailed in their animation that despite their character designs themselves being rather flat, their movement is so fluid that they feel real. I don't know how it really works, but it works, and I'm glad. Next up, Kilo 181. On the backgrounds, KyoAni usually uses real place references for all their shows, so most, if not all, of the backgrounds in K-On! Are based on real places. On the emphasis on the lower legs, it's become a Yamada director trademark. She really likes to show character expression through their legs, as seen in some of her other works like Koi no Katachi, Liz to Aotori, and Tamako Market. A number of people commented along this same line. I just picked one of them at random. Apparently it is her trademark, and she is of the opinion that the way that people walk, especially girls, I think, is you can understand. It's like you can understand everything about a woman by going through her purse. It's sort of like that, except with legs and walking. Okay, well, it's used to great effect so far, so I'm not gonna say that she's wrong. I think it works. Cool. And Lane writes, K-On! Will make your heart grow 3 sizes bigger. I believe it. And finally, Snatch Aniki, who, if you don't know, is a Japanese YouTuber who makes reaction mashups and is one of the few people that I've given explicit permission to reproduce my videos, because his mashups are really cool, and he subtitles all of the reactors in Japanese, so that allows a much broader audience to experience our content, and I think that's really cool and valuable. So thank you, Snatch Aniki. You're awesome. He writes, you made a best choice. Enjoy your journey. I certainly will, Snatch. Thanks. Appreciate it. And thus ends the first K-On! Comment Spotlight. Leave your comments down below, and if I like them, you'll see them in the next one, and maybe I'll read them and respond to them and stuff. Okay, so yeah, that went long, but I hope it was good and worth it. Shill stuff. If you like this video, go ahead and do that. If you hate it, go ahead and dislike it, but then if you could leave a comment telling me why you hate it, that would be really helpful, because then I can know what I'm doing wrong and improve. If you're not subbed and you want more videos like this, I make them, so you might want to do that. If you are subbed and you're not getting videos because YouTube is being weird, there's a potential that ringing the bell can help you with that, and then you can get notified when I release new videos. I don't know. YouTube systems are weird. If you really like this content, or want to support this doofus who makes it, or just want next week's K-On! Reaction a week early, patreon.com/Teeaboo is a place where you can go to throw me $1 or $5 and get all kinds of goodies, like access to the Discord, and the ability to vote in future polls for things that I watch, because not all slots can be just me being like, I'm gonna just choose it, like this one is. We've got 3 shows that are nearing the end of their runtime soon. Banana Fish, Baki, and Ava are all coming up near the end, so in the next couple of weeks there will be a number of polling slots open. So voting is a thing. And also early access to most of my weekly shows. So that's a place where you can go. I would recommend it. Of course I would. It gives me money, and then I can turn that money into food. And then I can turn that food into reaction videos, and that is very good. Okay. I'm goofing. Okay. Let's get into K-On! Let me make sure that it's up. All right, it's up. We're good. Oh, also, I a couple of people in my Discord were like, "Oh my god, the yellow subs are the worst." Yeah, kinda. But I don't mind them because I went and I downloaded 3 other different subtitled versions of K-On! 3 different ones. I downloaded episode 1 of all of them, and I went through most of the episode. And in each and every case, I found that the yellow subs were more expressive and gave me more insight into the characters than any of the other ones that I downloaded. So I'm going to stick with them. If I could find the exact same subs, but not yellow, I would. But I can't. So, yellow subs, please deal with it. I'm sorry. So yeah, there will be yellow subs. That's how it's gonna be. There will also be multiple versions of this video. There will be the normal timer-based version on YouTube, and then there will be versions with the full video picture-in-picture on BitChute and Mega. BitChute will be in toaster quality, absolutely terrible 480p, but it'll be available and easy to get. Mega will be in pretty great quality, and I would recommend watching it there or on the timer-based version, but you might have to download the Mega video and play it in your own media player, because it doesn't always play nice with browser media players. I think it works in Chrome. And then on YouTube, there will be the timer-based version, which will just have a box at the bottom for subtitles and a timer over that away. And it will start with a beep beep timer that goes boop, 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 beep, and red, yellow, yellow, green. And on the green light and the beep, that is the exact same frame that K-On! Starts playing on my screen. So if you're playing along with your own version of K-On!, it's probably when you want to hit the button. Beep beep timer goes here. Okay, Mio's afraid of blood. She's a bassist, right? Calluses? It's infectious. So, I didn't really notice this before, but are the episodes divided into A side, B side? This bouncy background music really, it adds so much. It adds so much. Well, she's an idiot. So. Oof. I'm not so sure, Boogie. Ah. Yep. Anything but. Practiced. It doesn't work that way, though. Oh my god, that shoujo. Ah, you got tutored. What? That's a club activity. Very important. Chang, 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 chang. Well, I should probably clean. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yui! Yui! Completely. It calls to you. Good Yui! It calls to you. Okay, so we've skipped a number of days. Should probably tutor her. Yeah, she's studying real hard. Negligence is the greatest enemy. All the texts are gonna have personal touches. Please work hard, but not too hard. Delicious treats are waiting for you. Nice. I don't think that's how it works. Yeah, but she's real dumb. All right, B-side. Legs. Ooey. Nope. No, she's actually responsible. Polite and yep. She makes snacks. Oh fuck. uh, uh, because she's smarter than you. Hmm. If. Well done. Why? Ah. You were just eating cake. Yeah. Hmm. So we don't even get to know. It's just a bonding thing. It's very cute. Uh, she's out. Nani? So Ui's damn good. Ah, everybody's freaking out. Except Richan. She's still pouring. That's a waste of good tea. No. Don't waste the tea. Oh, it's the senpai. Or sensei. Yeah. Oh my god, she aced it. Hmm. Ah. Ah. In one ear, out the other. I don't want to know that, but apparently there's gonna be a training camp. Okay. Okay. Cool. Ah! Where do I even begin? Okay, let's begin with some observations. Some just general observations. One is a specific camera angle that they keep using, and I really like it. And it's being used a lot, and I think it's kind of like a signature trademarky type thing. It's the camera up in the corner of the room, looking down on the entire space of the room, and at an angle that gives a perspective on the way that the characters are moving in relation to each other, and allows them to kind of like move in and out of depth of field. It's really interesting. Let me see. I think there was an example around. I don't know where. It's used throughout, so if I just go through to a portion where they're in the club room, we'll hit one of those scenes. I know there was a scene where two characters are talking. Here we have sort of a similar thing, but we're in the bottom corner of the room instead. We're like just below table height. And when Yui walks in, she walks in at that depth. This gives us a lot of interesting perspective. Makes the shot feel more real. Let me see. No, there was one near the beginning. I know there was, because I wrote it down at the beginning of my notes. So like, oh, okay. Actually here. In the very beginning, before the... Nope, not before the OP, after the OP. What the fuck? What am I thinking? Okay. There was definitely one here. Yeah. Here. This angle. Upper corner of the ceiling, right? Looking down on all the characters. So it gives us a real sense of this space. Even though this is really just a flat panel, and then this chair is another panel, and then this table is another panel. Because then we've got Richan behind one of them, and we've got Mio behind another one. But this whole room has this incredible feeling of space because the characters are spread out throughout the depth of the field, right? Unlike what you normally get, which is two characters in the same plane, like here. And even here, Mio is closer to the camera than Yui is. Yui's behind her, and we're sort of doing an over-the-shoulder shot, but from much further away. Very interesting. It gives a lot of a sense of depth. The next observation would be that the comedic timing and just dialogue timing is impeccable. Everything hits perfectly, even if it's not really funny. It's enjoyable because there's a rhythm to the voice acting. There's a rhythm to the show, and it follows this rhythm, and you fall into this groove of the setups, the punchlines, the setups, the punchlines, the character actions. It all just flows together in a really kind of interesting way. I would have to go through it and like study it to make any statements about how it's being done, because I'm too stupid to just immediately recognize this kind of stuff. But I feel the rhythm, and I feel myself going with it. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make sense. It's got a beat. There's a beat to the show, and it's not just the beat of the background music. There's a consistent rhythm to the way that the scenes are paced, and it helps everything flow together and feel unified? Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we get this talk about working hard and your fingertips bleeding, but then you get calluses. Okay, nice. Are my subs broken? They break when I skip around in videos. Okay, let me close this and reopen it. And then I want to talk about a couple of other things that were interesting to me. So, at like, oh, we don't have subs up. Audio, Japanese, subtitle, full English. Okay, great. Yeah, there we go. Now they're working. Again, a really expressive character animation and gorgeous backgrounds all the way through. Yeah, this whole section where she's just being cute and thinking and then getting distracted and like playing with her. There's a mistake frame here. Yeah. Unless that's intentional. Feels like a mistake. I don't know. It's just that. It's just that one frame. Oh, it's that frame. Huh. Is it done twice? Yeah, it's done twice. It's not a mistake. Okay. Interesting. Very cute. Again, with these cool plaid-ish transitions, I like them a lot. There was something at about 3:30 that I wanted to talk about. Not so much because I have something to say about it, but because it makes me curious. As I wanted to watch this sequence again, where the characters are just walking, right? And the reason that this stood out to me is actually because there was a scene in every episode that I've seen of Boogie Pop, the new Boogie Pop and others, where what we have is two characters walking side by side against a moving background, and they're just moving up and down as they walk, right? And that's exactly what we've got going on here. Characters moving. Now there's a little bit of motion to the hair, and they're actually like moving around and looking at each other while they talk and walk. But functionally, this scene is not really very different from the scenes in Boogie Pop. And the scenes in Boogie Pop made me groan. Go, bust shots of characters moving against a moving background. And I didn't feel that in this scene. And I'm not sure why. I'm really not sure what it is about this scene that feels better to me than that one. Now, perhaps it's just that this more, like, better fits the feeling of the show, or maybe it's just the fact that our characters feel, even though they're just busts that are bobbing up and down, right? That's all that these frames are. They're just digital cells bobbing up and down in unison. Part of it is that they're bobbing up and down in unison, so it feels like they're two people sort of walking in the same step. Part of it is that their hair moves a little bit, but I don't feel like I can attribute any of these little details I can attribute my enjoyment of this scene, because I actually like this scene in context. I like the way that it works and whatever. It's not as though they're talking about anything super useful or really important to the plot. It's not as if they're making any like really interesting expressions, just enough. There's enough here, and I don't know why. So I'm curious as to why. And it almost makes me want to go and re-find the scene in Boogie Pop. You know what? I'm gonna go and find the scene in Boogie Pop. I think I still have it downloaded. So let me see. No, I totally deleted it. Dang. I'll just pull it up on Crunchyroll. Boogie Pop and others. I know that there was this scene existed in episode 1, so that's where I'm going. I'm just gonna mute it and go through. I've only seen the first 3 episodes of Boogie Pop. Of New Boogie Pop. I dropped it after that because it was just amazingly boring and felt like crap to me. Okay. I know exactly which scene I'm looking for. I just don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Yep. Let me show this to you. Yep. It's in terrible quality, so that's unfortunate. But we've got our characters walking straight on shot. And then characters walking. Her hair is moving a little bit. I guess they're just not expressive at all. And I fucking don't like the character designs. God damn, I wish this would fix its quality. I have it set to 1080, but it's not coming in 1080. I guess it has to reload. Okay, here we go. And there's more of the same. They're not in unison. That's something. Their walking animation is almost identical to the walking animation in K-On! Just a different style. See, but I don't like the way this scene is composed. I don't like that there's minimal lighting on the characters. I don't like this guy's face. I don't like her face. And worse than anything, I don't like this generic fucking stippled brush background with the white line and the plants. It's realistic if you want to go that far. Like, yeah, sure, there could be a hedge there. I can believe that that is a place that exists. This is just terrible. Why does this shot exist? Oh, it's so that she can have that reaction shot. I still hate it. What perspective are we looking at him? Okay. So I'm not here to shit on Boogie Pop. That's not my purpose. But I wanted to look at that because that was the first thing that I thought of when I saw this scene. And here, I love the way the light is shading their hair. I love their faces. I could stare at their faces all day. The character designs in K-On! Are fucking fabulous. They're bobbing in unison. The hair motion is a little bit more pronounced, and they're actually like nodding, smiling, making expressions at each other. Also, the background is not just one generic stippled "these are leaves" thing that moves behind them continuously. It actually feels like an environment that they're traversing. And I think that's helped by these much more detailed scenes that we get of stuff like these railroad crossing things and stuff like that. The way her one like character hair is just flibbity flobbiting around, being all goofy. There's character to this scene. That's what it is. There's character to it. And then it's almost the same as the walking. Got the light playing off of their thighs. Even the way that Yui walks compared to Nodoka. Nodoka just bobs up and down and like goes. Yui's got this like little sway to her walk, like this little goofy step. You see it? Nodoka just goes up and down. Yui goes side to side a little bit, and it's helped by the guitar on her back moving as well. Yeah, there's character. And then, of course, here she's slumping over. So I just wanted to compare those because as soon as I saw this scene, I went, I hated this scene in Boogie Pop. It literally made me groan, and I pointed it out when I reacted to that episode. And I was like, I have seen this in anime so many times. It's relatively cheap to have just busts of characters bobbing up and down and not expressing anything. K-On! Did the same scene, but it expressed something. The characters actually had character, and moreover, the scene itself had something to it. It wasn't just flavorless. And that's what Boogie Pop felt like. Felt flavorless. And this show has a whole lot of flavor. A lot of different flavors. This whole sequence of Yui continuously being unable to focus and study is the most relatable thing that I've ever seen in my life. Because I have problems with attention. Oh yeah. And when it comes to like studying, I don't do that. I do not do that. But at the same time, while I will clean my room before I study a math textbook, I will also read 300 Wikipedia pages in one sitting and read them all the way through because I'm interested in whatever it is. It's like either it's hyper focus or it's no focus. It's just the way that I am. And so I relate to Yui and her struggles with concentration on a deep level. And at the same time, it's like, you just got this new guitar. How could you possibly put it down? Of course you can't. Of course you can't focus. Of course you end up stuck doing that. Ui is super cute. She's just like more mature, but also younger. Yui, this sequence of Richan, this specific scene, before she even gets out of the chair and starts doing stuff, where she's just looking around, being all bored, right? Like, and then off she goes before eventually getting kicked out. or first she gets forced to sit in a corner and she just can't help it. Just cannot help but poke her foot. We see the idea get planted in her head. She sees the feet. She's like, I gotta poke it. I have to. And then she says, my feet are falling asleep. And she's like, oh, I must. Boop. And again, that's the fast-paced comedic comedy. It's comedic timing. It's good. It's glorious. And then reach on for these cutaway gags. First we get the cake gag, right? Hang in there a little while. We'll have cake afterward. Boom! Yui's online. Huh? Ora ora ora. Atta girl Mookie. And then she comes in and she does all of these like these scenes for no reason, but they're all just instant cutaway gags. And nobody throws her out. No, everybody just ignores her as she runs away. Comes up with a new scheme. And then she goes full action hero. With the slow-mo and the Sakuga and everything. And we get 3 cuts of it from different perspectives. 4 cuts of it from different perspectives. Boom. And gorgeous transitions into Madoka with sandwiches, telling a little cute story about how Yui's a good friend. And then Yui falls asleep and has this amazing, ridiculous dream that is so perfectly the kind of weirdness that comes out in dreams. Like, they're not just crazy out there. It's grounded in the situation she's in, but making it more intense and weirder. And it doesn't make any sense. Like, having Richan out there just, like, playing around in an igloo. What the fuck? And she's just, like, sobbing. Perfect. Oh, here we get another one of these angled down shots, which puts Mio in the foreground and then Ritsu far away with this big perspective shift. But everything is right for an actual camera scene. It's all I don't even know how it's done. It's just amazing. And we get this sort of tension build. It's like, oh, did she fail again? Holy crap, that would be bad. But no, she's freaked out because she got 100 and has probably never gotten 100 before. That's awesome. It also says something about Yui. She's not necessarily stupid. She's just really absent-minded. She's just a goofy airhead. And in one ear, out the other with just about everything, unless she really focuses on it and really cares about it. And that's fantastic. Another one of these great perspective shots, this time with more layers, because we've got Mio in the foreground, Mugi right behind her, and then Ritsu even further away. Kind of astonishing, really. Like, they have the dimensions, okay, so there's your great example. We go from this perspective of this scene to a slightly different perspective of the same scene. Instead of being up over here or over here for you guys, it's down at Yui's head level. Oh my god. And then the amazing ED. Woo! Fun. Good. Me enjoy. Me like very much. I'm gonna wrap it up. I've been Teeaboo. This has been K-On! Episode 3. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and as always, I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.